Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo choo to you and all my nobody's not watching out there. Talking to Samira. Hold on, I forgot something in the other room. She's saying, especially now, seeing as I've heard this meeting is meant for those of greater stature than mine. Thought we already had that conversation. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't remember. I was checking an app during my little break while I listen. People want to be like, oh hey, talk or whatever. Nonsense. We have a delicate... Nope, I missed it. Oh, missed it too fast there. Let's go back. Nonsense. We have a delicate matter to discuss, one that might require severe judgment down the road. I think you understand why I wished for a child of Hakim to be involved. Hey, come to this corner so we can talk about maybe S86 and some fool. You know, you're gonna smoke them. You're gonna shuffle them off. You're gonna whack them. You're gonna shuffle them off the mortal coil. Fucking cement shoes. Sleeping with the fishes. Come on. Come powwow. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Yay, fun. Of course. What is with that expression on your face, Kadir? He's like, I want to see you as a beautiful desert flower that is older than me and not the assassin that I know that you are, even though I kill people all the time. Is that what he's gonna say? He quickly collects himself. Or maybe he's afraid. I don't know. Look who's joining us. The High Regent of the Chantry of the Five Boroughs, Lady Aisling Sturbridge, walks up to our group in an outfit I would have never imagined her in, pretending everything is par for the course. I was not a fan of this particular individual last time. See if she's... Oh. Wow, you really put out the effort there. Just basically wearing what you wore before, but you took the time to put on some devil horns, I guess. I think that's all that's changed. Your coat might be a little more Nazi-ish or something. Prince Banard, the sheriff, the harpy, the Banu Hakim Primogen. Are we still waiting for someone? It's like, we got it. Am I the harpy? Is that who I am? I don't feel like I'm a harpy. That doesn't seem like an accurate... Is the harpy the guy I don't like? Tomas Arturo? He's almost here. Shining even more bright than usual, Aisling. But, gosh, it's so annoying when you're like playing a game like this and you're like, that sounds like that's sarcasm. But it could very well be not, because I'm bad at understanding sarcasm in the first place sometimes. And delivering it a lot of the times, because people are like, holy crap, I'm scared now. It's like, I was being sarcastic. Why would you think that I would ever... Damn, do you think that of me? It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, I adore your outfit, Samira. Wish the prince allowed the same amount of effort for me. What is happening here? Are they both being sarcastic at each other? Is this like a catty thing? You're like, the prince required me to dress up. I was told very specifically I had to. So I got these horns from Dollar Tree. You know? It's like, you just showed up. Great for you. No mask, no nothing. It's like, bitch, this is my fucking gallery. I came from another country recently and stuff's happening, okay? I came back and this happens to be happening now. chances are I'm the one that killed that person. Like, I am a Bono game. Everybody, if I didn't, people still gonna think it was me. And I'm just over here like, well, it's better than the big beet burger or whatever the fuck it's called. I, for one, am glad she didn't. I particularly love those horns. Wow, Kadir, you are really Toradoring it up tonight, my guy. Good for you. Normally, you're much more not. You are really trying to, like, smooth over things like butter. Thank you for reminding me. I put them on at the prince's behest, but I believe she had more than enough fun. Basically, yeah, I was just gonna show up and, you know, like, basically, it's almost like I didn't even buy these at Dollar Tree. She had them and we're like, yeah, you didn't costume enough. I have this for you because I knew you wouldn't put them on. It's like, why? It's like, because it will amuse me. Now dance. Like, no, not yet. Ah, well, this will do for now. But you're not off the hook yet. I paid a costly price to see you like this. Alright, that just got all sorts of uncomfortable. I don't like any of that. I don't know what's going on between you or what favors are being passed around. I don't think they're sexual in nature. And honestly, it's a vampire society. That's a whole different kettle of fish. I think that's the right way to put that. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. Both Kadir and the prince's voices are strained whenever they attempt humor. Their minds are obviously elsewhere, and it's not a happy place. Thorough, on the other hand, seems calm. So am I like, is Shadows of New York coming upon this? Like, I never met the other player from the other game, even though this is a sequel. Like, maybe this character had been a vampire prior and just never ran into the other character, because their run as being a vampire was relatively short-lived. You know, the whole story is basically like 3 weeks, maybe 2. Oh, took off the hat. Oh, took off the horns. Alright, cool. We all celebrate our power in different ways, I suppose. Now, what's this about? Just a moment. Over here, Addison. The Chimeria's infamous spokesman approaches, pushed towards us in a wheelchair by his servant. Oh, it's that one guy. Hey, I think I know you from Jujutsu Kaisen. JK. A lot of anime do that, but nah. Like, it'd be like, oh, this anime, that anime, this, whatever. Does kind of look like the guy from Nier Automata, I don't remember. I didn't play it. Helen, everyone, I certainly hope this is something important. Okay. What a commanding tone. Seeing as Payne can't communicate normally, his servant relays his words to us instead, and he's posh and snobby enough to make believe I'm listening to the master's voice. It's like, probably is. He's probably using, you know, aspects as a form of telepathy to communicate with them. Carter won't be joining us? Like, he could very well just literally be like, the boy is but a puppet. Like, he chooses this. You know. He gave me fair warning he might not make it tonight. I've messaged him the details. I'll have to find time to meet him later then. Finding time, searching for lost time, I swear, that's all I do nowadays. And there's never enough. I guess now you understand why I insisted that this event must last all week. So many esteemed guests, many of them from out of town, each deserving at least a few hours. And the nights only run so long. Depending, you know what I mean? You know. The figure in the wheelchair waves his hand impatiently. So you can't talk, but you have control over your hands and can... Yes, let's just cut to the chase now, shall we? That might be the wisest course of action, my prince. Arturo, my prince. Everyone, let me begin by stressing these important points, as he takes off his mask and looks like the little prick-ass douchebag he is, lackey wannabe punk. The situation is largely under control. The negotiations are underway, and the situation is more tense than dangerous. We are safe. Grenade, incendiary grenade just comes flying through every window. Let me repeat. We are safe. And with that out of the way, here's the big news. Baron Callahan, de facto leader of Anarchs in New York City, met his final death in his office tonight. Well, that very much sounds like you set up the things in the end game of the last game, and then this was all... I mean, I might have predicted that. I don't remember. But I figured you were just playing him, then you're gonna fuck... Basically, you're just trying to fuck everybody over, and you just needed a patsy. My last character was just a fall guy, and that's what happened. How did you find out? We have a good friend near his office. Their intel is as accurate as it gets. We've also established a negotiation channel with the Anarchs. They gave us all the confirmation we needed. Was our court involved in his destruction? Thank you, Aisling, for asking the important questions. Whether or not you'll get an actual answer that's true, or even an answer at all, who knows? But that's a. I have a little more respect for you. Music intensifies. I look at her in disbelief. So does everyone else. Not that the same thought hasn't passed through my head, but to simply exclaim it like that. So I'm over here as a real person playing the game being like, woot woot, I don't really like you, but that's a good fucking question. And everyone else is like, oh my heavens, my stars and garters. So crass. It's like, she didn't really have time for that bullshit. And in all honesty, she could make, like, a good deal of us just explode right now. Like, that is always an option. Like, I don't know if that applies here, but the Tremere can, a good Tremere can make you just, like, explode or bad other things. Because they do blood magic, and guess what vampires are chock full of on most occasions, and even when they're not, it's not any good, because they still have some in them and to be active. That just makes them weaker. Oh, spare me the virtue signaling. I thought we were being transparent here. I don't give a damn if we took care of Callahan or not. I just want to have a clear idea of what I'm dealing with. Simple, logical, to the point. Again, increasing my respect for you. Yes, clear answer. I need that too. To my knowledge, none of us present here ordered its destruction, nor did we participate in it. Unless someone wants to confess, it's now or never. It was me. I did it, somehow. I met him like 6 months ago or something. I've been a vampire less than a year. He's been a vampire for, you know, over 100 years or some shit. I just walked in and I was like, I'm the new sheriff in town, and I pulled out my Magnum 44 and I quoted Dirty Harry, and I was just like, it's the most powerful handgun in the world. Blow your head clean off. Which might have been true at the time, but is no longer true. Of course, nobody speaks up. Arturo pretends to clear his throat. He's like, awkward, because I probably definitely had a hand in it. Or a finger. I might have nudged something. I didn't do it, but I don't have that balls. I ain't got balls like that, but, you know. That's our official position as well. Camaria's ruling body has nothing to do with it, and for all intents and purposes, his Anarch contenders had more interest in removing him than we did. That is actually, as much as I don't like this guy, and he's a little shit, that does actually make a lot of sense. It's like, there was a lot of infighting. He's been running shit for a while. We've worked well enough with him. He keeps to his lane for the most part. Why would we want to get rid of him? Except for we would want to get rid of him because we always have. It's just sort of a bastard. That interest is sure to manifest in one way now. His former enemies will prop him up as a martyr for the cause. That is spoken like a proper fucking vampire. You know, it's like, yes, everybody who hated him will now be like, but what the fuck? They killed our guy. Even if it's not true, they'll just do it. Yes, which is why we sadly can't just leave the Anarchs to their own devices. As much as we'd like to avoid recognizing their sect in any way, we offered to assist them in an official investigation. You have a... Oh, no, well, you recognize the Baron, or did, prior to his destruction. But you also have a thin blood primogen. It's a title-only thing, and more of a hassle than anything else, but still. Addison's pained, wrinkled face contorts slightly. Let me just ask you one question. You do realize those curs you have no respect for our traditions, yes? We do, Addison, but as a veteran politician, you should be deeply familiar with the words of controlled opposition. Yes. For now, it's impossible to fully contain the Anarch threat in New York. For now, our only option is to prop up a candidate who will offer the least resistance to our future plans for the city. If everybody looks at me, I'm done. I'm going to be like, oh my Josh, I'm so done. We extend our hand to the most promising contender, giving him a way to present himself as a diplomat, a man of reasonable compromise. The rabble falls in line, the purists grow angry and alienated. Basically, you set off a fuse and just wait for it to go off. Not yet more malpe. Not your circus, not your monkeys. But also, you throw in a monkey that was yours that is dangerous, or deliberately go there and irritate the monkeys so that they ruin the circus. We've already contacted the best possible person in their sect. He will oversee the investigation, and it's in his best interest to show he's able to resolve the situation calmly. Is that good enough? Addison ponders the question for a while, then waves his hand again. He's like, I don't speak, I don't move my legs or much, but I do like to wave my hand. It is. Proceed. Funny thing, nobody's paying any attention to me right now. Why do I feel like I'm about to get into some fucking trouble? Like I'm gonna do some stupid shit. I'm gonna like end this one, because I don't know how long it's been going. Who knows what's gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna steal this painting or some shit. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do.